videotape you videotaping me. Mine sounds like I'm underwater though because of this case. How's everybody doing? Y'all doing good still? Team Red still good? Team Caboose. Caboose is typically our red. That's our view, which is not good through this camera, but looks like we got a little fog in the case there. That sucks. There's just a few rocks this way, right?
Couple little guys.
That's the trail. Just rocks.
Shane said he's gonna climb in the cave.
That's your new home now?
Leaving.
It's a brutal climb up, but good news.
More.
We're still going up.
All the way. That's normal.
We actually found a dry spot to do a little lunch under this gigantic rock here, which is good. It's nice to be a little bit dry for just a second. We're fueling up, drinking the last bit of water. I guess we'll have to make a water stop, which shouldn't be a problem. And water's everywhere.
Oh, that's gross.
A little sweaty?
A little wet.
Oh.
So we got straight up and then we're on top, I think.
Yeah? Where are we on the map, you think?
We are at Cedar Falls.
Cedar Falls. See if we can get over and get a better shot of the falls without breaking a leg on the way. You see the rocks are basically like ice. Case in point. Oh yeah. Very pretty. More of that, but a whole lot of this to look at along the way. Alright, if you can believe it, all that rock pile right there is actually the trail, so that's what most of it looks like on this side. Keeps it challenging, especially after it's rained so much. So alright, still going. Just want to show this. I mean, how cool is that? It's quite a bit dark back in here, actually. A little bit cooler. I'm actually not mad about it, even though it's pretty chill outside. Just got really hot wearing all that rain gear. I don't think I've mentioned it yet, but got a little bit of a stress fracture in my left foot. Just was really excited to come out here anyways. It's been about 2.5 weeks old, so it's fine. But stepping on all these rocks does make it a little sore. So that's not been the most fun. So could have stayed home, could have propped it up, healed it, all that jazz, but I don't know. I think this is all worth it. Going down to Jurassic Park here. There it is. There's the theme song. When I think of I don't know. When you think of Tennessee, I just don't think of these kinds of trails, to be honest. But as you can see, man, there's a lot of diversity back here. It makes you earn it, for sure. But, woo! You see that? A little bit of sliding, slipping and sliding. Which I guess it brings up a good point with the external frames. I know that's a big knock is it doesn't move with your body. For me personally, I find that that's a little bit better. I don't know. I like to feel the pack a little differently from my body. Just one of those weird people, I guess, who can adjust better that way. It's not an ultralight load by any means, but you know, the full total weight of 27 pounds for a winter trip, not too bad. It's been carrying like a dream. I think I'm gonna start carrying a little more often. I like the way it sits on my back. It's very comfortable. You can see Shane, aka Gripes, back there also carrying one. I don't think he's quite as happy today. How's your pack carrying, man?
It's better.
A little better. I think we need to move his hip belt up a little bit. It's sitting a little low, so he's getting a little bit of rub, which is uncomfortable. Got to get in the plants here a little bit to keep from sliding down these big rocks. And boy, do we got a little tiny bridge coming up and a waterfall. I don't know if you guys can hear it yet. Let me turn you around here. Look at that. Wow. That thing is kicking. This is a slick little bridge of death we get to cross. It's a little wobbly. It's a little slick. Just test your balance a little bit. Man, check that out. That's where the trail goes. Woo. Little precarious here. That's cool, isn't it? And of course, that's where the trail's going to go. We're going to walk up underneath that. Man, it's just so neat out here. Just super neat. Exit. Fair. Now, if I'm not mistaken, when we get up here, is where it gets sketchy. Which will be super excellent in the rain, because it definitely looks slick up there. Taking my granny steps because it's very slick, very muddy. See how muddy it is. And I've got no desire to go down that way if I can help it. Oh, this part always sucks, even when it's dry, so. Somebody just gave up on a hat and some gloves. Anybody need a hat and some gloves? The hat actually looks fairly nice. Probably could clean up. Yep. Oh, look at this. This is the part I'm telling you about. Like it's always super wonderful through here. Woo! It's super chilly. So it looks actually like they've made a couple modifications. I believe you used to have to go down through that. And there was like this little terrible rope that tried to keep you from falling to your death. So this looks much better than usual, so I'm happy that that's the case. You can see they still got a little roped off section though. and focus on where I'm walking. Low branch. Oh, buddy. Scramble time. Yep. Whew. We're getting close to our campsite. It's been raining all day. Team Red, I believe their gear has wetted through, wetted out. So they're a little extra miserable. It's going to be colder tonight than it was last night. So there's some talk about, we only have 6 miles left after camp. There's some talk about going ahead and pushing on through and just calling it an overnight. Be some big miles today. Well, not huge miles, but for these, for most of us, we don't normally come out and do 20 in a day. More like in the 12-mile range. So be bigger for us, especially when you're not mentally thinking about doing that at the start of your day. But we're making really good time. We'll probably be at camp around 2:30 latest. So if we do choose to go ahead and go through, we'll have plenty of time to get out before dark. I've got a suspicion as long as everybody feels somewhat energized that that's what's going to happen. Because there's no getting dry at this point. Always sucks to leave a night on camp, but I am somewhat curious to go ahead and do the bigger mileage just to see how we feel afterwards. But we'll update that when we make that decision. It's a wee bit overgrown back here.
What's that?
So it's a wee bit overgrown back here. Yeah. It's like 2:30, somewhere in there. We did not make it to camp because we believe the map reader. The map reader was a little off. They still have hopes and dreams of hiking out today. So we'll see. That puts a serious time constraint on making it out, and once we pass that site, we're pretty much committed. So, thankfully, the rain has temporarily ceased. Doesn't make anything any less wet, though.
Nope. It's really just a pause in the rain.
Yeah. So, it's already been a full, long day of hiking. It could be longer still. Got a mile to go to camp. We're debating whether or not we're gonna hoof it. It's gonna be close. What do you guys think?
What?
Go all the way out. It's gonna be close.
Yeah, I'm still up for all the way out. I think we're there.
All right, fuck it, let's do it. I'm gonna get some snacks, and I guess we'll buckle up and go.
I'm only gonna need a snack.
Same. All right. So, obviously we didn't do a video when we left, an exit video of any sort. It's mostly because we were hauling to get out of there. It was just raining the whole time. It was sloppy. It was muddy. It was cold. But we did it. Super cool. We got there. The ranger was at the station. He actually brewed us some coffee. So it was nice. We took off some wet clothes, warmed up a little bit, had some coffee. And now we're hitting the road, hitting home. So kind of sucks to lose a night of camp, but I get it. The other guys were just soaked through, and it was going to be rough for them, especially considering it's going to be a lot colder tonight. So we're going to have some happy wives when we all get home a day early. They'll be psyched. And we did like 19, 20 miles today, which is crazy because they were unplanned, and there was a good 6 or whatever through the boulder fields that were just brutal. So probably going to feel it a little bit tomorrow. But pretty stoked that we were able to do that, especially with such a late start. So hopefully we'll get another trip in soon, and then maybe that one won't actually be wet and rainy. But not holding our breath. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.